Hello, hello. Opal. Hello. How is everyone this fine evening? Hopefully you are all doing fantastic. I myself have a beautiful kitten that I thought was going to settle down, but apparently she's a monkey. She's part monkey. Hold on. She's part monkey. Come here, monkey. Opal! Why are you so cute? You've been running around all day. You should be tired by now. She's like, no, I must run around some more. Anyway, hello everyone, and welcome to our fun D&D session tonight. Let me pull in our crew here as she jumps onto my keyboard. Alright, if you were my crew, where would you be? Bum-ba-dum-ba-bum. I promise I remember how to do things. There we go. There's my crew. Hi, crew. Maybe. Hi, crew.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello. Crew here.
Hello. All right.
I was going to joke about she left.
Anyway. Sorry, I'm trying to see if Opal's gonna settle down, but I don't think so. I might have to go give her back to GushCon. Okay. Well, maybe she just wants to sit in the window. Go sit in the window. Anyway, hi guys. Here is our fun, awesome people. And we are going to start it off with kind of a recap of what happened last time. But we are starting like a new little story. So, just so you know some of the things that have occurred in previous sessions. So, last time we finished up our Perilous Joy Festival, where you guys went around and gave candygrams to a bunch of the residents of Tarbloom Swamp that protected the town. You found Mucklor, who was the missing postmaster, and you freed him, and you agreed to deliver the rest of his candygrams. So you decided to track down Torblexor first, who is the Black Winged Death. You found his lair and wound your way through the maze-like tunnels to the throne room, where you discovered Torblexor was actually a black rabbit. Although he continued to act big and threatening, Zizel, you managed to pet the bunny as you handed over the candygram. You tend to like to try to pet things you shouldn't, but you managed to do this one. Good job.
I remember that one differently.
Oh?
I remember that I petted a dragon, thank you.
Oh, of course. Yes, it was a dragon. Mm-hmm. Next up was the Sprite, Byron Blue. He was celebrating the Joy Festival with a dance party, and Zizel, you joined in right away. Hank, you were compelled to join, and luckily Zizel did such a good job that you were awarded a mysterious potion. I don't remember, was that the red potion with the bubbling hearts? Anyway, I think it was.
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Rose-colored potion with heart bubbles.
That's right. I was like, I think that's that one. Okay. And then next was, hold on. Ha 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 ha, cat. Okay, she's attacking her dragon. It's very fitting. All right, next was the Bleak Ranger. And this path took some map skills and some good investigation work. After a bout with something acidic in a lake, you did manage to find this Turtle Ranger. She's extremely suspicious of you, but accepted the candygram and waved you on your way, was very kind of dismissive. And then last you visited Gran Arborville in a misshapen hut made from rotted branches and barbed roots with the smell of fresh-baked cookies in the air. She loved hearing stories and loves sharing cookies. Zizel, you got a box of special chocolate from Gran and knowledge of how to contact her in the future. You made friends with Gran. The town celebrated your success, and you all enjoyed the rest of the Joy Festival. Make cat bigger. I mean, you know, we don't need Hold on. She should be like at the very top. There we go. Cat. So at the end of the festival, you heard of a competition that is taking place not too far from where you're at. Igor Loranov is an eccentric gnome inventor renowned around the world. He sent out invitations to adventuring groups to come and compete for his latest, greatest invention. And it takes place a few days from now in a town called Pent Hill, and consists of a race through his challenge dungeon. So you are currently on your way to Pent Hill to participate in this challenge dungeon. But we are kind of mid-travel at the moment. You will reach Pent Hill by tomorrow afternoon. And go from there. So let me pull it up to this one now. And we are traveling through the beautiful forest to Pent Hill. What would you like to do in your travels?
How are we traveling? Are we like taking a cart? Are we walking?
That's a great question.
Well, we had a cart and horse for the last travel. Do we still have that?
Was that yours?
Oh, no, wait, that was... No, I don't think so.
Mm-mm. That was the delivery that you were taking. Oh, sorry, Geshkan. I don't have the sounds turned on for the D&D campaign.
That is baloney.
I can turn them on. I just didn't want to interrupt, like, the gameplay. But, like, if you guys don't mind... I guess it'd mostly be me, unless you guys are actually listening to the stream. But if I randomly, like, scream things, it's like, wait, why is the DM going crazy?
Okay. I think we're probably traveling by... Bombe doesn't really like horses.
I like by foot. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's only a couple days away, so even by foot, so that's fine. I don't know a fast way to redeem those to you, Geshkan.
It's fine. I'll deal with it later.
Okay. Sorry about that. Anywho, so yeah, you guys are traveling. I mean, you're welcome to catch up with each other, learn something new, stub your toe on a rock. How do you want to do it?
Did you just tell us to go kick rocks?
I mean, you could. You could go kick rocks in the water.
I think she did.
So have you guys ever heard of this challenge dungeon?
No, but I'm excited to hit this.
I know, right? I wonder what kind of...
I have.
I wonder what kind of challenges there's going to be.
You know, I can't say as I have y'all's enthusiasm for hurting stuff.
Challenging challenges.
I didn't say like
awaits for us.
I could hit targets. That'd be fun.
I can pick pockets. I mean, locks.
I'd rather you didn't, unless it's absolutely necessary.
What about Pent Hill? What do we know about Pent Hill?
You guys do adventure quite a bit. If you want to roll a history to see if you know of the area.
Sarah got an 8.
No, you didn't. Oh, yeah, you did. So Sarah got an 8. Hank got a 12.
Okay.
16 for Ziesel.
16 from...
Okay. I mean, the 16s, you do know that he's a renowned inventor, so it's more about what you know of Igor. He basically travels from town to town, sets up these challenges, does the challenge, rewards the person, and then moves on. So, like, you do know that Pent Hill is going to be different than what it would normally be. Whereas usually, like, most of the towns in this surrounding area are like small farming communities. Um, as soon as he moves into a place, it like basically explodes into like trying to house all the adventurers that are coming to his challenges and random merchants just kind of following him around and setting up shop because they know that there's going to be a ton of people in town and stuff like that. So it's basically like a big like con, like Comic Con almost, like, hey, let's all go here and do this thing and then go somewhere else type thing.
Cool. I'm gonna just dream of pockets.
But as you guys are talking about it, what kinds of things do you think the reward is? Because the paper or the invitation didn't actually say what it was. It was just one of his latest and greatest invention. That's a word. He's calling it the splendiferous bauble.
Why do I feel like it's like what do you call those what are those for the magic 8 ball? Why do I feel like it's that?
What's your like most wanted desire of like a reward that you could possibly get?
I heard in Norwich, what he gave out was this little ball that, when thrown, it exploded into glitter, and you could follow the person hit with it for months. It was awesome. I wish I'd have been around for that one.
That sounds like something someone has.
Well, personally, I don't really want nothing. I'm just around to help folk. Heal who I can, help who I can, so don't really want nothing. So, might be cool either way. As long as you're all happy, I'm happy.
Did you
I
guys
just want
hear
the
about?
challenge.
Did you hear about what happened in Howling Cove? He gave all the adventurers that won that challenge a seashell that, when you talked into it, basically was like sending. So this like 4-person group could talk to each other via seashell. How awesome would that be?
I mean, I guess
Shell
it kind of.
phones.
Oh my gosh. Yes, he is the inventor of the shell phone.
Jeez. Yeah, but those are expensive. Don't they require like 365 days of casting sending on the shell?
Sounds about right.
Goodness.
In Meyerfield, he gave the winner a little trinket that, what happened is, whenever they walked by crops, it caused crops to wither. I heard that one was not well taken of the by the people of Meyerfield.
Why did he think that would be a good
Where
idea?
exactly do you get all this news?
You know, I know a guy. Here,
I'm
let me
starting
see.
to think he's making it up.
Uh-huh.
At this point, I pull out a letter. This one says that in London, what happened was... Ooh, we're not going to go there. Forget I said anything.
Now, where'd you get that?
I said forget I said anything.
All
Igor,
right.
you're stealing people's mail.
No, I am temporarily borrowing it and its contents en route to the next delivery point.
Hank's just going to kind of put his hand on Zezel's head, and with the other hand make a fist and kind of bop down on his own hand.
As you guys are bantering back and forth, you see this relatively small village come into view. It seems to be bursting at the seams currently with all the adventurers that are arriving to take part in this challenge. And it's looks, as you kind of look around at the shops, it looks as though it has built up around his laboratory and the creation of this challenge dungeon. So the village has a disproportionate number of blacksmiths, local mages, booksellers, housing for the laborers. There's a few farms still in the area, but it looks as though it's all just been taken over by blacksmiths and, all these people that are working on this dungeon and wanting to house them.
Right. Like a pop-up.
Yeah, basically. There is a sign for what looks to be the only tavern in town called the Drunken Albatross. There is a larger building that stands out from the other blacksmiths in town, and it has a sign called that says Forge Hand on it. And those are kind of the two buildings that strike your fancy first. So yeah, what would you like to do now that you're in town?
Did you say those are both inns, or just the Drunken Albatross?
The Drunken Albatross is the only inn. Forge Hand is a blacksmith.
I personally don't think we should stay there.
What, you want to rough it?
I think we could probably find a resident of this fair town and rent a room from them, like a guest room. I really don't want to stay at a place named after a drunk lizard bird that doesn't really mix well with me.
I mean, I'm not fussed. I don't really want to have to ask people for a room, though.
Just a quick intervene. Hank has to go do something real quick, so let's just say he's healing whoever he can at the moment. Doctoring service for everybody. Come one, come all, be healed. I'll be back as soon as I can.
All right.
As much as I hate to say it, I actually think that Zezel might be the best chance to, talk somebody into getting us a room then, if you really don't want to stay at the inn.
We can stay at the inn.
Whenever you guys want.
I mean, question for the DM. Is that inn an actual, permanent structure, or does it look like it's a pop-up inn?
This is a permanent structure.
Oh, okay. So we are still dealing with, townspeople then who probably run.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm less opposed then. We could totally,
Did you hear something shady about the inn?
Yeah,
I don't think...
it's a drunk bird. Do you know how big an albatross is? It's like this big. They're humongous. They eat lizards.
Oh, I see. This is a personal problem. It's just named after one, right? It's not like they have an albatross.
As you look at the tavern's
how do I know that the
sign,
proprietor of this establishment isn't going to hold my lizardness against me? Obviously, they favor birds. As a matter of fact, it's probably run by one of those stupid raven things.
as you stop and look at the front of this inn, the sign is, instead of the regular square shaped, wooden sign that has just wording on it, it's actually this carved albatross made of wood that its beak is opening, and across the wingspan it says the words "Drunken Albatross."
Oh, good. Zezel's gonna.
I see the sign, and I'm gonna look at my party, and I'm gonna look at the sign and look at the party, and then do the hand thing where I'm gesturing both hands towards the sign,
towards the side.
And then I'm going to calmly compose myself. All right, let's go see if they have any room at the inn. If they do not, I get to choose the house. We get to go and bother to see if they have a room they can rent. Deal?
Bommy kind of rolls her eyes and then shoulders her way
sounds
through the
fair.
door and says, "Deal,
And says what?
deal."
Oh, deal. Okay. All right. So as you guys open the door, there is barely room to walk around with all the other adventures in here. There's a generous mix of every race, class, gender, backgrounds, anything you can think of kind of in here. It's a Stans raid! Let's let these raiders in and then we'll talk about some things at the end.
Stan's just raided with 13 viewers.
Hi, Stans! Welcome! Thanks for bringing your friends in. Appreciate it. What were you building in Lego World currently? Thank you so much for coming in. We are just getting started with our D&D session. We just kind of established getting to the town, and we're talking about this inn and a challenge that we're doing. But welcome, everyone. Those of you who don't know me, I am Melinda Trix. I do mostly horror survival games, and once a month we do a D&D campaign. So, again, thank you, Sans, for bringing everyone. You also vote to make the cat bigger. Yes. I mean, we all know that the point of this stream is cat anyway, right? Like, it's just cat. Just cat. There you go. There's Opal. All right.
So you have just described a bustling and busy atmosphere with a lot of different individuals in it. Bommy is going to take 2 steps into the door, turn around, and walk back out.
What? I thought we wanted a room at the inn.
What house you want?
All right. I'm gonna wave like someone said hello and walk out the door.
Okay.
Is there a I want to find the biggest, most gaudy, like extravagant mansion in town.
You won't find anything like that. Most of them are very like quaint farmhouses and shops. There's a lot of pitched tents. Yeah.
It's one of those kind of towns. Is there
It's
one house?
small.
Is there one house that looks a little bit better than others? Like he may look like the so-called mayor of the town.
This is gonna go so bad.
I don't want to find the mayor. I want to go to his next door neighbor.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a perception.
That's a 13.
All of the houses really look similar. None of them stand out very much. It is very much a small farming village that is trying to support a bunch of adventurers and tents and shops. The 2 best buildings are the main blacksmith shop and this tavern. But you're welcome to try a random house.
Hank has returned from healing and doctoring people.
Sounds good.
All right, so there's the drunken albatross, and then the blacksmith. I'm going into the blacksmith shop.
Okay. Is anyone following with?
Oh, sure.
Hank will go ahead and follow.
So it looks like, generic blacksmith, but you can tell that it has like upgrades, I guess, is what you would say. Is anyone familiar with blacksmithing or how things are set up?
A little bit.
Like, are you talking IRL or characters?
Characters.
No, not mine.
Oh yeah, no, never mind.
Yeah, and like I was about to start describing Emmerich's, and I'm like, wait, Emmerich is not here. Emmerich is our blacksmith in a different game. Okay. So yeah, I mean, you've been to places to buy weapons and stuff, so it looks just like a very nicely set up blacksmith shop, and there's almost like a welcoming room up front, and then in the back is where they do all their work and stuff. So you currently hear, it's quiet when you walk in, and you just hear, it sounds like one person working in the back.
But there's no one in the front office type thing.
There's no one in the front.
Knock knock. Hello.
There's kind of a pause in the banging of metal, and then it continues.
I'm gonna head back to where that sounds like the banging's coming from.
Okay.
In between each
Hank's
of the
gonna follow close by.
in between each of the hammer blows after I find the guy or gal, what do I find?
Yeah, so as you walk in the back, you see what looks to be sorry, I'm like, what is he? A very stocky, short. His back is turned, but his frame makes it look like he's dwarven, and he's just working at his insert name of fireplace where you put swords, because Melody can't think of names.
Whoa, not a Kingu. All right.
Well, this is
That-
the blacksmith, not the tavern.
I know. So in between each of the hammer blows, I'm gonna be like, "Thank God, you're normal."
As soon as you start talking, he's actually gonna like whip around. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, crap.
Both of us or just him?
You're behind him, right? Or were you like right next
Yes.
to him? Okay, then just him.
I was
Is that
behind him.
is that a nat 1 that I spy with my little eye?
Not with that inspiration, it's not. That's a 28 because I am not dealing with a natural one right there.
Come on! You don't get stabbed? Alright. So what was it? You said 20 something?
28, yeah.
Okay. So as you say, thank God you, or whatever it was you said, you don't get the whole sentence out, because as soon as you start talking, he's going to whip around with his sword still kind of out and very hot, and just be like, and you'd like duck right as it comes towards your face. You're like, oi! Don't you know that you're not supposed to sneak up on blacksmiths when they're working? What are you doing back here? Customers are supposed to be in the front.
You had no one up front. I'm sorry.
And so you just let yourselves in?
Knock knock.
Shouldn't
Well,
you
we
be
did call
celebrating with the rest of the town anyway? What do you want?
I was wondering.
I'm not taking any more orders.
That's good. 'Cause we don't. As fine as your equipment looks, we're not here to take or to give you orders. Wow, that sounds wrong.
What are you here for?
I was wondering if you would run just a room.
He'll turn and like kind of like put his sword in the little wow words. What are like blacksmith terms?
That's a quencher.
Quenching drop.
There you go. Thank you. I am totally not a blacksmith. Thank you. And he'll just kind of blink at you. Rooms? I am not a tavern. I'm a blacksmith. Unless you want to sleep here with the hot sword, I don't really rightly know what you want.
That would do well for me. I just don't want to stay in an establishment that is partial to birds.
Do you actually?
Yes, I do actually say this.
That sounds like a story best told over a pint. Alright, well, if you don't want to stay at the inn, I'm sure there's well, I'm not sure, but there's a lot of people here that... I'm sure there's a tree you can find and curl up under, or maybe there's a townsfolk whose room isn't rented out yet, but, I'm a blacksmith. I do weapons, and I'm already behind on orders. These are supposed to be done by tomorrow when the challenge starts, and I got shit to do. So unless you're gonna buy me a pint and tell me the story about your bird problem, good luck finding a room.
I would love to buy a pint, and I can pay dearly for a to rent a room from you. You look like a town folk. As I pull a gold piece out of my pouch.
Oh, go ahead and roll persuasion.
That's a 15.
I don't know why every time we do D&D, I never pull out my stuff first. You said 15?
Yep.
Nice. So, yeah, go ahead.
Can I flourish a gold piece in a way that kind of shows off the signet ring that I've got on my hand?
Okay. You're gonna have to remind DM what signet ring is.
A signet ring is
No, I know what a signet ring is, but like, what is yours? Like, why does he care that you have a signet ring?
Please do not antagonize the DM before we get into
Because it basically looks like the signet ring of a duke.
Okay, gotcha. So it just generic, looks important duke ring.
Yeah, it looks like I'm doing it in a way where it looks like I'm made of money.
Okay. Then go ahead and roll persuasion with advantage. Go ahead and roll again.
Yeah, we're gonna stick with that 15.
Okay. Okay, so he will kind of pause for a moment and look at the gold and look at you, and then was it just Hank that followed you? Where's everyone else?
Yeah, you know what? I stayed outside, and I'm probably discussing with Sarah if there's a good spot in the trees that we could camp, because just...
Okay. So...
Yeah, and so I feel like that would be our conversation.
He'll be like, alright, I'll tell you what. I was supposed to house Testicles, but he decided to pop up his own whatchamajiggets and stay there instead of with me, so I do have a space for the two of you. If you throw one more gold in for your friend here.
I look over to Hank. I didn't tell him I was gonna get them a room too. so I had a
You know
second
what?
gold piece.
I'll be fine sleeping out in the forest, little fella. That being said, I'm expecting you to stay out of trouble, although I'm kind of regretting that, just hearing myself say it. Somebody ought to stay and babysit you.
So he's gonna pocket the 2 gold pieces you gave him.
All right, now how can I help until dinner?
Well, think I'm already starting to regret this. We're going to cut for a moment to Abame and Sarah. You are discussing camping?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll perception.
Okay. That's a 14 from me.
Okay.
That's a 19 for Sarah.
Nice. So Bama, you're getting a little overwhelmed with all the people that are walking around, and you're just like, there's nowhere to sleep. Like, there's not even anywhere to breathe, to walk, to stand. And Sarah's like, oh, well, what about this little meadowy area? There's kind of a spot where a bunch of other people have set up some tents, but there's an area that's not quite packed to the brim yet.
I mean, yeah, sure. At least it's outdoors, I guess.
I mean, it could be worse. We could be stuck with Cecil right now.
He's not all bad, but yeah, that spot looks good.
Hank, are you staying with Zizel, or are you going to meet your friends to find camping?
Hank feels that Zizel cannot be left on his own. Too many bad things could happen. So Hank is at least going to talk and explain things to Bame and Sarah, and then he's just going to kind of stick around where Zizel is. He'd rather stay outside, but he's going to stick around with Zizel just to at least try and keep him out of trouble. Keyword
Okay.
try.
So you catch them up on what Zizel has done.
Yes.
Responses? Good.
I mean, yeah, sure. He can stay indoors and see you.
Alright. Zizel, while you're left alone with the blacksmith.
I mean,
Go ahead, Sarah.
if that's what Cecil wants, he usually does what he wants anyways.
This be true. Alright, he will introduce himself as Boris Forgehand. He is the master smithy. The name of the shop is named after him. Yes, he was born with that name. It was very serendipitous. His most of his services are that of any normal blacksmith, and let's see. Go ahead and roll me another persuasion. See how well you're getting along with him. Either that or performance, actually. I'll let you choose.
Was that for Zizel?
For Zizel, yeah.
If it's performance, what I want to be doing is trying to polish weapons.
Well, it's more like talking to. Well, I guess if you're like polishing stuff to try to get him, win him over.
Yeah.
I see. Sorry.
We're gonna go with persuasion then. 17.
Okay. So yeah, he'll show you how to do a few things. He'll hand you a broom first, because it's like, you know, you're not gonna touch my work. And one thing the conversation will just like flow, and he will tell you that he's not planning on staying after the competition is over. He's working on cleaning up his shop and moving out with Igor when he leaves the area. So he's going to follow him to his next location because it's been very... like, business has boomed with him in town, but he tends to pick up and leave after competitions are over. So Boris is going to follow him to his next endeavor and basically be his almost personal blacksmith for these challenges.
Oh, that sounds pretty profitable.
He will also tell you that he has 3 workers that usually work with him, but with this being the night before the challenge, they're probably in the tavern up to no good, playing darts, doing whatever has you, talking it up with people. They are the 3 that did help create the challenge dungeon. So they like to make themselves present to try and get people to buy them drinks and see if anyone can weasel out of them some information in the dungeons and stuff. But they like to play hard to get type thing. So he's just
Oh
like,
my
oh
God.
man, those 3 little troublemakers are overdoing whatever.
Well, I can understand that. I was once that kind of guy, but it happens. Whatever it takes
What do you mean
to make
once?
to make it golden every now and then. But anyway,
Welcome back. As Hank walks in, he'll hand you a dusting rag. Yeah, well, you guys do seem like
Hank will get right to work cleaning.
better folk than I was gonna get put up with, because Testicles is I haven't met him personally yet, but I've heard that he seems like one of those folk that he's like this renowned hero of legend, and it's just like, I don't know, you seem like all talk, man. Like the sword that he gave me to kind of polish up and whatever for tomorrow for the competition is, there's nothing special about it, so I don't know. We'll see. But he seems like one of those pompous, people, so.
he's supposed to be a renowned hero. Does a 19 does testicles stick out, or do I recall anything about him?
Yes. Let me see. He is a fabled warrior, a fighter champion. Is he known for? Well, it's almost like insert generic adventuring stories here. Like, oh, did you hear of that guy that took down the Manticore? Yeah, that was Testicles. Also,
We have actually named this guy Testicles, really. It's actually...
It's Testicles. This is how you spell it.
Okay.
Make sure you say it right, or it'll punch you in the nose. So yeah.
You must have one long reach.
That's what she said.
Oh my God.
Wait, what?
Where where did Sarah and I set up camp? Who are we next to? Are we next to anybody interested?
So the campsite that you're currently at is oddly quiet. It seems like all the people are converging around the tavern tonight for drinks and gallivantry before the competition tomorrow.
Hell yeah, that's what I like to see.
Yep. See, it's very nice and quiet. Besides the, raucous noise that you hear coming from the tavern.
Yeah,
So yeah, you
can I
guys
pull
are-
out my little drum and kind of start drumming while we make dinner and
Yeah. Definitely can. All right. People at the blacksmiths. He is going to put together the weapons that he has finished for the evening and into sacks and hand them over to you guys. And with a letter and say, all right, most of these people are probably at the tavern. If you deliver these and come on back, dinner should be ready when you get here. It's a potato and beef stew with some honey bread. I'll save you some if you get back here before it's gone. And I'll just kind of wink at you.
All right. If you're gonna send me into
Well,
the
thank you
drunken
kindly.
albatross, I have to know: is it actually run by a king coop?
Oh my. Yeah, we're gonna need that drink when you're done. I'm just
All
gonna
right,
wave you away.
I'll bring a drink back with me.
Tell Garrick I said
Come on.
hi.
The sooner we get going, the sooner we get back.
Alright, so you guys see the tavern. Again, it's bustling with people. Bame and Sarah, go ahead and roll perception for me.
That's 21.
Nice.
13.
Okay. Bama, you are distracted with your drum playing, but Sarah, you do notice the two guys going into the tavern carrying bundles of sacks. So just for your knowledge. As you enter,
Sarah,
go ahead.
I was just gonna say that Sarah's gonna look at them with her eyebrows raised, like, what are you doing? And just, go about her business with Bame.
Guys, I am dying right now with how cute Opal is.
I know. I
can't
can we just be fast
even.
stream?
Like, I just looked over and I'm like, how is she this cute? It's illegal. Okay.
Talk about cuteness overload.
Anyway, you guys walk into the tavern and it is very busy. There's people gambling. There's a group of gnomes playing darts. At the far end of the bar, there's a figure in a dark cloak that everyone's giving a wide berth. And there is a tavern boy that's like running around trying to keep up with everyone's drinks and so on. So it's kind of chaos. How are you going to find the people? You got about 5 swords / dagger to give.
I guess.
Hank is going to yell out the first name on the list.
All right. Go ahead and roll me performance to see if you can be heard over the din of the noise that is this tavern.
11?
So I don't have any names prepared, so just shout a name for me.
Oak Thunder Shield!
Someone right next to you did hear and was just like, I think that one's over there. And I'll kind of point to a table across the room. So you can make your way over
Hank
and
will
get it.
head over there with the bundle.
Okay.
Yep.
Hand it off. They'll be like, okay. You see a kind of a halfling, a rugged, already has like dirt on his face and things, and just a little bit tipsy and drunk. Oh, he's done already? All right, well, thank you much. Cheers, and just kind of like takes his weapon and then continues drinking.
Is there someone with a shield, like an iron shield?
There's quite a few. It doesn't. You know what? Roll me perception. There's a lot of people.
Uh, 14.
It looks like the people here are not geared up. Like they're wearing some of their like flashy things to be like, oh, I'm important, but they don't have their actual like weaponry and things like that. So, especially in this crowded environment, no one's holding like a large shield.
Not a large shield. Is anyone wearing plate or like has a metal helmet or something like that? I'm looking for something big and metal.
Okay. Let me see.
If I don't see something, I might go back to the cook and ask to borrow a pot.
Okay. Let me see.
Oh, you wanna? Okay, I know what you're doing.
Actually, yeah, there is one guy that looks like he is wearing his top part of metal.
Cool. I'm gonna pick him.
Breastplate. Thank you. Words are hard today.
I'm gonna pick him up and say, "Here, come with me." And,
pick him up. He is
no,
Pick him up.
I'm not gonna pick him up, but I'm gonna just kind of like drag him, and we're gonna stand on top of a table. And
Okay,
I'm
hold on. I know where you're going,
Okay.
but hold on, because this is a very large half giant, and you're a small Salamar.
Oh, that makes that much better.
Okay.
I'm going to tell him. All right, stand right there, and I'm going to hold a gold piece in front of him.
Is he drunk enough to walk with it? Oh,
You know what? You flash some shininess, and he is drunk, and he's just like, "What's this little lizard talking to me about?" Boy, the lizard talks. Frank, did you see this? This lizard's talking.
As he stands up,
Talk again, man.
right next to me, I'm gonna get like a spoon or something, metal, and bang on his breastplate, like ding, 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 ding.
And then you hand him the gold coin. Amazing.
All right, please take an inspiration for that. Okay, so yes. He very confusedly just stands there and you knock on his plate. And luckily it is actually, regular plate and it doesn't get dented from you banging on it. And there's this lull in the noise of the tavern as everyone turns and looks at you.
Now that I have your attention, and I start listing off all the names that are on my list.
Awesome. You got 4 left. Give me 4 names.
Jack Sprout, Kevin
Oh my god.
Frederick Rubenstein?
Yeah, that guy. George, I'm sorry you've got that last name. You know who you are. And, oh, hey, look at that. Wendy Whippersnapper.
Hands will kind of go up. Oh, wait, that's me? Oh, that's me over here. Oh, that's me.
We have your orders from the blacksmith. Please meet me over there and we can settle accounts. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, that was very nice.
And I will tell the half-orc giant guy in the big metal, sorry, thank you so much. You were super helpful. What was your name again?
Oh, you're welcome. Frank, nice to meet you. My name's Frank. Wait, are you Frank?
No, I'm Ziesel.
Oh,
You're
no,
Frank.
he's Frank. Oh, no, I'm Jim. Well, I was telling Jim the other day that Frank said, and then he'll just kind of start mumbling about things.
Oh, you must be Jimmer.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard stories. You're a great guy. I look forward to seeing you in the challenge tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll look forward to running your ass over too.
Pick up Ziesel and start walking towards the meeting place.
Nice. You get over there and people are kind of converging and waiting for their stuff. Cool, you're able to do that. Good job. As they are doing that, the one named Wendy is going to just kind of look over at the pack of gnomes that are playing darts, and she's whispering to the person next to her. You can roll perception if you want to hear what she's saying. Or you can just give her her weapon.
I rolled a 10.
All you hear is something about dungeon creators inside, and then cloaked figure. That's all you make out. Oh, thank you much for my dagger. Good luck tomorrow.
You as well.
Cool.
All right,
Did you
Hank, how do you think we'll find Garrick? Boris told us to tell Garrick hi and something about buy drinks for him and that cloaked figure over in the corner.
Someone near you will hear you and be like, "Oh, Derek's the barkeep. He makes a mean mead."
Well, that was easy. Thank you, sir. Ma'am.
Yeah, I get that all the time.
It happens. I guess I walk up to the counter.
All right. It is busy. There are several people behind the counter bustling about. What do you do?
Kind of wave my hand and yell, Garrick!
Oi, what do we have? Make it quick, son.
2 of Boris's favorite, and then whatever the cloaked figure over there is drinking on me. and the Boris drinks are to go. And Boris says hi.
All right. Well, Boris can get me the mugs back tomorrow then. And he'll slam down 3 mugs of the same thing. I'll put it on his tab.
Oh, I was gonna pay for it.
All right. Well, for the 3 of Boris' special, that's 4 gold.
I'll go and shove off 5 gold pieces.
Thank you very much, sir. Good luck tomorrow. Oh, do you got a room? You look new.
Yes. I've got a place. Thank you.
And then as soon as you said yes, he's like already moved on to someone else. Just like, all right, whatever. All right, you got 3 of Boris' specials.
I'm gonna take one, drop it off at the cloaked figure,
Okay.
and say, "It looks like you need this," and then walk away.
Okay. You just set it down and you say it and you walk away?
Yeah. I'm assuming that people are either too afraid to approach him, or he's just kind of giving off an aura that says, "Go kick rocks," and I just kind of hear, "I don't want to bother you," and leave.
Roll me perception.
I get 1 good roll, and now they all are baloney. That's a 9.
Okay. So as you set down the drink, the figure doesn't move or say anything, doesn't reach for it. All you see is the outline of a figure under a cloak.
Okay.
Doesn't respond. Cool. Hank, I need you to roll a perception, please. Are you with Ziesel, or did you wait somewhere while he went and dropped that off?
No, Hank has basically been right behind Ziesel, making sure he stays out of trouble. So perception roll.
Okay.
That'd be an 18 for perception.
Nice. As Yitzel's interacting with this figure under the cloak, you hear snickering behind you. But that's it. Doesn't really,
Just to hear snickering behind us.
Just snickering.
Hank just kind of shrugs his shoulders and says, "All right, Ziesel, come on, let's get a move on before he eats all the stew."
You guys make your way back to the forge. Bombay and Sarah, are you doing anything special besides enjoying your evening at your camp?
I would like to roast a rabbit. I rolled a 21 for survival.
Okay. So you want to catch a rabbit and roast it. You
Yeah, we
are
need dinner.
in the middle of town. You could
Oh, there's no forest at all?
leave. It's very, I mean, yes, but like you would have to leave, and this town is built up enough right now with a ton of people that it's going to be difficult to
All right.
find wild game.
Are there street vendors?
Oh yeah, everywhere.
I just want food. I want easy food with like not a crazy long line.
Okay. Most of the people
Sarah will go
are
get us some pies.
okay. Most of the people are at the tavern,
Okay, that
so
sounds great.
you kind of head down some streets away from the tavern, and it gets there's less people, so you find this alley of like carts and stuff, people selling foods and pastries and meat pies and things like that. So you're able to find something.
Yeah, we can have meat pies and fruit pies.
Perfect.
Bombay is basically me at the Ren Fair. I like it,
Mm-hmm.
but I want to not be bothered and wish there was people.
Yes, for sure. Yeah. So you actually run into another turtle who is selling the meat pies.
Oh.
And he will just kind of like look at you while he's bagging them up. So you're here for the challenge tomorrow?
Yeah, although we don't really know much about it. We just seemed excited.
Yeah, you and everyone else. I mean, people come here for the name. Igor kind of has a following, and his inventions are pretty cool, because he's the one who did invent those first those doohickeys that explode when you pull triggers and such. I don't know. It's supposedly they're supposed to like go down this barrel and this little cannonball comes out. And I don't know. It's kind of fascinating. Who knows?
Yeah, the boomstick?
Yeah.
Yeah, I shot one once. I didn't really like it.
So I hear that all his stuff is pretty good. So I mean that's why.
I mean, it's good. I don't know. I like my bow. There's not like I can shoot my bow and it doesn't try to hit me in the face.
Well, yeah. I mean, he does other things besides that. He like improves, plate armor. That's not both. Anyway, yeah. Here's your prize. If you like them, come back. Have some more tomorrow. They're supposed to, make you feel nice and satiated, so you're not hungry during the challenge.
That sounds like a great plan.
Yeah.
And then, how much was that, by the way, so I can delete?
It's 2 silver.
2 silver? Oh, nice. That's not even that expensive. And as we're walking away, I'm gonna turn to Sarah and I'll be like, "Wow, he was really friendly. He's a good shopkeep." I'm sorry, I can't keep a straight face as a.
Sarah's gonna look at her like she's crazy. Like, seriously? I think he might like you. You're probably the only other turtle he sees all the time. Ever.
Oh.
In his whole life.
I don't think that. And I put pie in my mouth.
Beautiful.
So, Sarah needs to get herself a pie as well, so she's gonna walk up to him and get 2. One for her and one for Obsidian.
Oh,
Okay.
I bought pies for. Oh, did I not buy pies for everybody?
I don't know.
Is it a silver a pie?
It's 2 silver a pie.
Oh. Okay. No, I didn't.
So, Sarah will lay down 4 silvers then.
Well, I gotta say, those wings are real pretty.
Oh, now it got creepy.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, that's a nice cat you got there. He looks big enough for you to ride him.
I do ride him.
Nice, nice. Well, if you like the pies, come back tomorrow. That way you won't be hungry.
I might, thank you. As she gives him this weird side eye, like creeper.
It also kind of reminds you of the social awkwardness that is Bame. Like, kind of turtley trait, almost like they're just awkward.
It's just like it's like he's saying words that humans say when they do things, but not in quite the right way.
They're just not turtle enough for the turtle club.
Exactly. Yeah. Cool. All right, so everyone's gotten their food and their meals, and they're settling down for the evening. Nicely done. Oh yeah, you guys go back and you hand the drinks to Boris, and he gives you the meal. So how's Garrick? Busy? Did you even see him?
Oh yeah, he super busy.
Really busy.
Yeah, I figured. That's why I didn't want to go over there. Got a couple suckers to do it for me.
He sure is proud of this drink.
Yeah. That's what I order each time. It's just dark ale.
At a gold piece a pop?
He's probably, running low on stock with all the people here, and also, everyone here adventurers, so you can kind of up the price a bit.
Inflated his prices a little bit.
Yep, that's what you do.
It happens, I guess.
Yeah, can't blame a guy.
Sucker born every minute.
Yep, sure is. Alright, well, I got you a corner up here in this little room. It's, my room's down the hall, so, don't wake me up unless you want me stabbed in the neck in the middle of the night. And, good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Don't take any of my shit. I'll stab you in the neck.
I like this guy.
I do not steal from friends.
Ah. Yeah. I'll call us good acquaintances. Well, friends if you won't steal. I'll take that. That's fine. All right. Well, you know you're here for a challenge. You don't really know any details on it or when it's starting. You guys are welcome to either look around in the morning or before you go to bed to see if you see anything that talks about it or ask anyone questions, but otherwise you are at the devices of waking up and following people, I guess. Whatever your plan is for what's actually going to happen.
Are there any signs or flyers about as we're walking back to camp?
There are flyers that say, Igor's Grand Challenge, things like that, and like the date. But there's no these are the details on entering, and this is where you go, and stuff. It's just generic, advertisement.
So, Sarah, do you think are we supposed to, sign in somewhere, or?
Honestly, I don't really know. I guess we can just walk around until we find, somebody to give us information.
Go talk to your turtle boyfriend.
No. He is not my turtle boyfriend.
Canon.
Totally your turtle boyfriend.
No, oh my god, no. That's not how it works anyway. So...
Didn't even ask what his name was.
No, I have no idea what his name is, so clearly I can't be with him.
You!
All of a sudden she starts getting letters. Bame, my darling.
No.
I hate you all.
Signed. N.
Oh my god, no, that'd be awful. Okay, alright. Okay. I'm gonna look around as we're walking back to camp. Does anybody you said that it's mostly deserted, everything's in the tower. right? Or in
Yeah.
the town, right?
There's
Or
people
the,
kind of
wow,
wandering. There's people wandering, but they're basically like everyone's kind of drunk and just having fun. But there are some stragglers that are wandering, and there are some of the people who are still manning their shops and stalls and stuff. So it's not deserted.
Okay. Is there a shop that is like trinkets and baubles and stuff like?
Yes.
I'd like to approach that shop, and just say, hey, how do we find out how to enter that challenge?
Oh, hi! Well, aren't you like a little cute little... Well, you're bigger than I am. And you see this like really old lady halfling that you can really only see her nose and her forehead behind, above the counter that she's behind. What you looking for, dearie? I got some shiny stuff, and I got some, I got some cookies baking too. You want some cookies?
I mean, I just had dinner, so I'm not hungry. But,
Well, it sounds like you need some dessert then, huh? I'm sorry, you had a question for me. What's your question? And she, like, is already holding a plate of cookies that she's, like, holding out to you.
what kind of cookies are they?
Chocolate chip.
They look suspicious.
What is with you guys and your aversion to me feeding you food? I poison one tea. You can roll a
PTSD.
investigation.
Seriously, oh my gosh.
And it didn't even really happen to you guys.
No, I know, but like, the thing is, at this point, if I seek out food and a shop is selling food, then that is fine. But if somebody random at a trinket place offers me food, I am suspicious.
Have some peppermint tea. It goes great with the cookies.
I really don't like tea, but
Her eyes start switching.
it's a 21. It's a 21 perception, by the way. Please tell me if the cookies look okay.
They look like regular cookies.
I don't really like tea, but I will buy some cookies. How much are they?
Oh, I was just happened to be making these when you walked in, so you can just have one.
Oh, all right. And I'm gonna kind of like reach out and like, gingerly grab one between my foreclaw and my thumb claw
Yeah.
and pop it.
It is the most
Sarah's gonna
delicious
grab a couple.
chocolate melted, like, goodness. It just melts in your mouth as you, like, bite down on it. The best cookie you've ever tasted.
Oh wow, these are really good.
Oh, yeah, fresh out of the oven. I never let them cool. Who wants to actually wait around and let them cool? I say you eat them right away.
That's really the best way.
I think you had a question for me?
I bet she
Oh.
knows Graham.
Right. We want to do the challenge tomorrow, but we don't know how.
Well, I figure that's why you're here. Everyone here is doing the challenge tomorrow. Oh, you don't know how? Well, how are you going to do a challenge if you don't know how to do a challenge? Got any
Well,
specialties?
I mean, yeah, I hit things hard.
Of course, no one really knows what the challenge is. It's always just ambiguous. It's like, Igor's Challenge Dungeon. Come and run this race of challenges, and whoever comes out alive will get my reward. Ha 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 ha. I don't know,
I'm
something
gonna
crazy
choke
like
on my-
that.
I'm gonna choke on my cookie a little bit, and I'll be like, have people not come out alive.
Oh nah, it's fine. They're non-fatal. I mean, people sometimes get hurt, but not supposed to die. That's what I've heard, though. This is the first one he's done in this town.
But do they die?
Well, okay, so there was this one time, like 25 years ago, that this old guy wanted to do it. And, Igor was like, "Aw, no. You look too old, man." But he was like, "Oh, I gotta do it. I gotta prove that I'm not an old fogey like everyone says I am, so I'm gonna do it. And then halfway through the dungeon, this thing popped out at him and was like, "Rawr!" And he was like, and then keeled over right there on the floor. And then it was just like, oh, everyone's out of the dungeon, but where's Fred? And so we had to go back into the dungeon and find Fred. And he was like on the floor, like, ugh! And it was just like, whoa. So, you know, that's what I heard.
Oh God, I have to get my giggles under control so I can play my character. Bame is going to look at the plate of
How did he do
cookies,
it
and
again?
she's gonna look at Sarah. She's gonna look at the plate of cookies, she's gonna look at Sarah, and she's gonna be like, I feel like there was something else in these cookies. I'm having trouble following this conversation.
Here, have another one.
I don't want another one. I want to know how to sign in for the challenge, please.
Oh, you want to sign in for the challenge? Okay, well, all you gotta do is... And she, like, kind of collapses on the counter a bit.
Wait, what?
I'm just joking. You should have seen your faces. Oh my gosh. Just kind of like munch on the cookie. All right. So what you do is
I'm gonna look at Bame with
See
huge
my
eyes, like,
character.
oh my gosh, this really happened.
I'm sorry. What are you asking? Oh, I killed her. You can roll insight or whatever if you're trying to, or if your character is like not gonna, you know, you can do like a charisma saving throw.
What do I roll to see if my character is hot?
Oh, it's high. A Constitution saving throw.
Wait, why is it a Constitution? Oh, no.
Because it's like with food and
Oh
stuff.
my gosh, does Sarah need to do it too?
I mean, if you want.
So did Obsidian.
If you're trying to see if you're high,
They're just
wouldn't it be
cookies.
medicine?
I guess, yeah, okay, that's true. I'll take that.
Whereas the Constitution saving throw would be if they were actually at the risk of being high.
Oh, that's true. I don't know, I'll let you pick. Tell me what you roll, and then it depends on what you find out.
My medicine's only a 7, but my con save is a 25.
Okay, well, as you kind
Is
of
this woman just cracked? Or
as you kind of analyze yourself, you're like, I don't know if I'm poisoned, but I don't feel like I am. So I think this lady's just nuts.
Bame's gonna let Sarah
rolled a
handle
9
this in her.
con save.
Okay, you feel a little sugar rush, but, you know, nothing weird.
Right. You got it. So, how do you sign up?
all right. So tomorrow morning, well, okay. So I think the race starts at noon. You're gonna meet at the starting line, which is in front of the tavern, and you're gonna see a thing. I think it's like a projection, like this illusion thing. I don't know. Igor's gonna pop up somewhere and he's gonna give the rules and welcome everyone. That's kind of how he starts stuff. And then talk about the prize. And then, you know, then it goes. Then you just go. So I think you just show up. So it's at noon. Yeah, maybe there might be a list going at the tavern, but I don't know. I just know that it starts there. And then you hear the rules and you go. And hopefully you don't die like Fred.
All right. Well, noon sounds great.
All right, how about a cookie for the road?
Yeah, actually, sure.
No, thank
right.
you. I've had enough.
Well, if you ever need any more baubles, come back to Granny Ida. That's me, I'm Granny Ida.
All Grams know each other.
True. All right. Anything anyone else wants to do with their evening?
After everybody goes to sleep, I want to sneak out.
Okay. What are you doing as you sneak out?
Well, Hank's going to be up for a little while trying to make at least one potion, one healing potion,
Okay.
because that's all he has time for.
Gotcha. And Caesar, what are you doing?
That's a 23 stealth to sneak out.
Okay. Hank is. Are you waiting for him? Are you just? Let's see. Are you waiting for Hank to be done and be asleep? Or are you trying to sneak out when he's still up making his potion?
I'm waiting until he's kind of like distracted enough that I can just like disappear on my own.
Okay. So Hank
maybe I'll like good night and like fluff my bed to make it look like there's a body in the bed.
Okay. So what was your stealth that you rolled?
23.
And go ahead and roll deception.
With a 28.
Okay. And then Hank, I'm going to need an insight and a perception.
Oh, lordy. Okay. So, insight. Fuck. Insight is 13.
Okay.
Sorry. And then you said
okay.
perception.
Language is fine. Yeah, perception.
And it's still not. It's nice, but that doesn't beat his. It's a 21 for perception.
Okay. So, yeah. Ziesel, you are able to sneak out. There is a moment where it's like you kind of like make a noise and Hank pauses a bit and looks over at the bed and then sees you sleeping there and goes, okay. So, what are you doing?
I'm going back to the bar.
Okay.
And I'm going to just kind of explore the bar
So,
and everybody's pockets.
Yeah. So it's still busy. It's not as busy as it was at the busiest part of the day. But there are some people there. So go ahead and I guess roll your sleight of hand if you're picking pockets and stuff.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay.
Do you want one or a multiple, or what do you?
No, we'll just use that one. So you're able to get 20 gold pieces from various pockets. You do notice the gnomes that are still playing darts, the figure in a cloak, the mug that you set in front of it is still there. People are kind of quieting down a bit, gambling more instead of being loud and things like that.
Cool. I'm gonna go sit opposite of the guy in the cloak and just sit there.
He's at the bar. There's no opposite.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna go sit down next to him and just kind of sit.
Okay.
Awkwardly.
That works. You just sit. You just hear the thump of darts. Thump.
After an awkward time, I'm gonna say, thank you. Do you need another drink?
No response. Go ahead and roll perception.
I was gonna ask, what is everybody doing as I'm sitting here? That's a 19 perception.
Okay. So the gnomes look like they're kind of watching you to see what you're gonna do. Everyone else is just kind of like staying away. You do notice that the mug that you set down in front of the figure looks like it hasn't been touched. And all you can really make out is the cloak. And it doesn't look like you see feet hanging off the stool. It just looks like head and shoulders.
No knees and toes?
Knees and toes. Nope.
Okay. Well, with that, I'm gonna say, my name's Ziesel. It was nice sitting here with you. If you're not gonna drink that, I'm going to. I'm gonna reach over, down it, and say have a good night.
Okay. Doesn't move, doesn't respond. The gnomes behind you will just kind of start laughing and look at you and be like, I don't think that's his drink of choice, man. Maybe he doesn't like talking to people. Yeah, he hasn't moved an inch all night.
If I had to stare at your ugly mugs all night, I probably wouldn't want to talk either.
I don't even think he has eyes to stare. Yeah, seems kind of like a stick to me. Looks like that cloak has just been pulled out of a closet. All wrinkled.
So, do you know this guy? As I point to the guy in the cloak, or gal. Do you know this person?
Are you
I'm talking to the gnomes.
talking to the gnomes, asking if they know the person?
Yeah.
You might say that. Yeah, I think Pavel here knows him best.
Huh. So either you're saying they're not a real person, or you're not a great friend because you're making fun of them.
It's more the guy who's trying to buy a drink for a broomstick. And he throws one of his darts at the cloak, and as it hits the cloak, it kind of like falls apart, revealing that it was just a cloak propped up with a broomstick.
Fair enough. Now, with that being said, if I was that bartender, I'd be really angry that you guys have been taking up valuable seating space with a broom.
As you say that, you see Garrett kind of look over at the gnomes. Ah, you got another one? And he turns around, and on the board, there's like a kind of a chalkboard type thing behind him, and they're with tallies up, and he goes and he puts another tally on the board, which is now up to 11.
Fair enough.
Hey, you know what? Let me buy you a drink. The one called Pavel says. Or Pavel says. Let me
Fair
fill your
enough.
cup.
Fair enough. And I'll drink with them the rest of the night and hang out with them.
You know, I like that you, trying to make friends with what seemed to be the loner of the tavern. Kinda cool of you. Sorry about the prank. With all these, crazy adventures coming in, you gotta have some fun somehow. They all think they're tough shit. Gotta knock him down a peg.
That works for me as long as someone's having fun and no one's getting hurt. Whatever.
Yeah, that's what I say.
So what you guys playing?
Yeah, just throwing these darts at this wall, pretending to hit the target. Says you, I'm actually hitting the target. You know, I'm not hitting it. You're only hitting it because you're walking up towards it and sticking it in there.
Based on what I've seen all night, you can't hit the broadside of a barn.
I like you. Are you doing the challenge tomorrow?
We're gonna try. Me and my friends haven't really figured out how to sign up for it though.
Ah, well, I mean, it starts out here, out front, and about an hour before noon, they write down everyone who's gonna go into the dungeon, because there was this one time that we lost someone, so they kind of like to keep track of who goes in, so that we make sure that everyone comes out, and, otherwise, there's not really an official sign-up, it's just, tell us your name, what do you look like? Alright, good luck. Hopefully you come out the other side.
And is it just a race to see who can complete the dungeon the fastest?
Well, yes, but also know that...
Wait. Stop. If what you're saying is going to give away any spoiler to the dungeon, I don't want to hear it.
Okay, no. So it's not... Yes, you want to reach it first, but you also want to reach it. So you don't want to get, disqualified or thrown out before you get there. So don't always be thinking fast is best. It's more careful and fast is best, if that makes sense. Slow and steady wins the race, but also reach it first, but you still gotta reach it.
Oh, like the turtle and the kinku story. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Are you guys competing tomorrow, or are you guys part of the group that helped design it?
Yeah, we helped design it, so we're not competing because we know all the secrets.
With that being said, I've got a question for you.
Okay.
And I'm gonna lean in really close. Have you guys made a fortune off of all the suckers trying to buy information off of you?
That's inside knowledge. And I'll just kind of wink at you.
I can't say I blame you guys a bit. Good luck.
Well, someone's gonna pay me 5 gold to say if they should go left or right, and I just kind of pick a direction and they give me gold. Who's to say what,
Fair enough.
Cool. Awesome. All right. Well, we are going to call our night of things. We are going to take a human break and then come back as the next morning at the starting line of this challenge so that you guys can hear the rules and get into the challenge dungeon.
Sweet.
I got duped by a broom.
I was like, they have to touch the broom. Touch the broom, damn it. All right. Well, I will leave Discord on in case anyone wants to come back and talk to chat for a bit. So if you want to hard mute yourselves, you can, but otherwise we will be back in a few minutes.
It's a good thing I use push to talk because currently, chat, my cat has begun singing the song of her people. And it is the song that says that I haven't fed her in a million years.
We all know the cat can sing that song. We are horrible cat parents.
I mean, at least she's just doing her normal meows tonight. The other night, she was literally giving me full-on sentences, and I'm pretty sure she was cussing me out in cat and just being generally offensive.
You must be a werewolf girl, because I'm liking what I see.
Is that what the turtle vendor says to Bame one day?
Alright, I am back. Oh, looks so sleepy.
I am back. But we have a neighbor's dog that's really angry and barking.
Opal doesn't. Why is your neighbor's dog so angry?
I just put our dogs out, so. Ours are not barking, but it's like, you're outside. Holy cow.
Doesn't help that they're right outside your open window.
Yup. Oh Goodness, Opal. Alright, is everyone back yet?
I think we're still waiting. Yeah, probably.
Hank is here, but Sarah is not.
I can go let ours back in.
Okay, they're probably done now. Loxy was like, I've gotta go! Opal.
God, she's so cute.
I can't handle it. She's officially 6 weeks now? No. 7 weeks? I don't know. Have we had her 1 week or 2 weeks?
I don't know.
Not quite a full week. We got her on a Thursday night. So this Thursday she'll be 7 weeks. Because we will have had her for 2 weeks and she was 5 weeks. I don't know. It's all estimated anyway, but yeah.
I'm back from outer space. Just walked in to see that sad look on
Did
your
you just
face.
get me a t-shirt? All I got was this t-shirt. Welcome back, Loxy.
Right, Sarah's just coming back to the computer.
I'm back, you guys.
All right.
Oh, and since most of you guys missed it, I'm gonna say it again. You must be a werewolf girl because I'm liking what I see.
You're fired.
Nice.
You're fired.
I don't get it.
Lichen. Like, another word for werewolf is the lichen.
Oh.
How did I get
it.
that and you didn't?
Because, you know, when he said lichen, the first thing that came to mind was lichen, like tree lichen, like L-I-C-H-E-N, like.
Oh, Lichion.
That.
Wow. Okay, so cock-a-doodle-doo, it's morning. And you gather at the starting line in front of the inn. It looks like someone has literally, like, taken a stick and, like, drawn a line in the dirt to, like, say, starting line. And people are just kind of, like, gathering around it and talking themselves up, showing off
This
their
looks
cool
professional.
gear. There's a couple people walking around with parchment, collecting everyone's names. So one of them will come up to you. All right, what's your name? And then they'll write down your names and kind of your appearance. So, like, you know, Turtle. Female? Question mark. Ba May. Spelled completely wrong. And then Lizard. Zazel. Small. And then Dragonfly.
I want you to know I'm average for my age. Thank you.
I'll just kind of like nod.
Also, at this point,
Victoria.
Bame has tried to correct his spelling at least 3 times.
And then Hank, he actually gets right.
I'm not a dragonfly.
Wolf.
What is wrong with you?
Bear.
His
Thing?
name is actually Steve.
I'll cross it out. Steve. the only one that he fixes.
Thank you for that, Cecil.
Oh my god.
Alright, so, the illusion will tell you the rules, but I'm also supposed to tell you that, you're supposed to leave sentimental and valuable items at the tavern and only bring the things you absolutely need, because, Igor cannot guarantee the safety of any of your items. And while the dungeon is non-lethal, it is dangerous, and items are very likely to be lost or destroyed as part of the challenge. So you can check in whatever you want to leave behind the bar of the tavern. That damn pig get out again? Kind of like go off.
Nothing. I want to leave.
About 10 till noon, on a little platform in front, it's almost like a little stage that they made. They, wow. Anyway, an illusion appears of an elderly gnome. And people are whispering, oh, that looks like Igor. Oh, that's him. And he appears, and he says, "Welcome, everyone, to my challenge!" And it pauses dramatically to, like, for the expectation of people to go, like, woo, and cheer and things like that. But he just kind of awkwardly stands there as everyone's like, okay. And, like, a couple of people go,
I'm gonna be like in A Knight's Tale where after like a couple seconds I'm gonna go,
yeah, yeah, and then everyone will be like, oh, okay, woo, and then you hear that you see that he's talking again, but people are kind of cheering. And that's the most important thing to remember. But other than that, just make sure that anything of sentimental value is checked in here at the tavern, because I cannot guarantee the safety of any of these items, as some of the challenges can be dangerous, even though they are non-lethal, and items can be lost or destroyed. That's the fine print, but, you know, do what you will. Now, very, very important, I must reiterate and stress enough that you are not to attack any of the dungeon's inhabitants. They are all my friends or trained beasts. Even the ones that appear violent are not violent. So any violence from you towards them will result in disqualification. And once you are disqualified or fail a challenge, you cannot re-enter, as you will be shooted down into the loser room until the end of the challenge. First one to finish wins. And finally, may the best adventurer get there. Good luck. Any questions? What am I saying? I'm an illusion. And it kind of disappears with him, like, laughing to himself.
I'm gonna look over at Hank and I'm gonna be like, wait, I can't hit things?
I don't think so, no.
Can you make it seem like someone else hits things?
I think best we can do is dodge.
What if they hit us first?
No, because I'm pretty sure they're going to know, and your ass is going to get shot right down the chute.
What happens if we make someone else hit things?
Looks like we got 1 minute on the clock. Everyone ready?
Wait, a minute, like, to go through, or a minute till
start?
Well, that's a little different. I was about ready to, kind of start running, but a whole minute till start, huh?
Ready to go.
Any last minute check-ins of valuables and or tastiness? And Bame, you hear behind you, want a meat pie for the road?
Oh my god! Oh god. Yeah,
I'll-
you know what? Okay,
Yes,
Mommy's gonna
this
turn
is
around and she's gonna be like,
it
fresh this morning.
"Yeah, do you only have the one or do you have 4?
I got more.
Can I have one for each of my friends too?"
Well, and they'll kind of awkwardly look like I don't want to give away a bunch of free meat pies, but then be like,
No, and I'm holding out a gold piece.
Okay, well, yeah, sure, here you go. Just don't let it upset your stomach if you run too fast after eating.
No, I'm gonna, well, I'll eat a little bit and then save some. And I'm gonna, like, break off part of it and then wrap the rest up in a handkerchief and put it in my...
Well, looks like they're starting to kick a luck. And you hear people at the front start going, 10, 9.
As the countdown hits 5, I'm going to eat one of my chocolates.
Oh crap. I don't have that table
Oh,
out.
God, I forgot about those. Also, I'm gonna look at my friends while you look at that table frame. And I'm gonna be like, hey, like, I know that, like, it's a race or whatever, but you just want to let other people run in first and then we'll just kind of, like, take our time.
Okay, I got it.
Let them
Yes.
eliminate
Probably wouldn't be a
themselves.
bad idea. The first ones are always, well, the first to go.
Oh man, I should have fixed my sounds. Hold on, I'm sorry. Guys, pause. Da-ba-da-ba-da. Sorry, post. Thank you for the zombie scream. I guess I can put it on here. Hold on. Sound alerts. Let me just put it on. Sound alerts. And yeah, I'll play it.
I know, right, Post?
Well, I'm like, oh, we're playing D&D. We probably, don't want to interrupt.
Gotta remove the
games.
redemptions if you're doing that then.
I know, but that's too hard. Alright. I mean, it won't startle me like you were expecting. Where is my screen? Hello? There it is. Yeah! There's a delay, and I pushed the button. I was like, it's not working, and then it worked. There you go, Post. Yeah! You get it.
I like that you got startled anyway.
Shit!
Hey, look, there's mine!
Alright. Time to do this. So, what chocolate are you eating? Roll a d8.
Oh, I was gonna say I'm gonna just pull number 4, but...
Oh.
This one looks good.
Did I give you the...
No, you didn't.
Oh, okay. So I'm like, you can... Well, you don't have time. I was like, you can do an investigation check to identify the chocolate, but you don't really have time. You literally have 5 seconds. So what'd you do?
I'm gonna eat the 4th one over. This one looks good.
Oh, wow. Which one did you eat before? Do you remember?
I don't.
Energy. It was.
Oh,
because
you
I thought
had
it was
4.
chocolate covered coffee.
Okay, yes. And like, because this sounds familiar.
The
Okay.
mocha one.
So the 4th one over. 1, 2, 3, 4, which is this one. Oh, interesting. So this one tastes like mint chocolate. Da-da-da. And you are chilled by an icy cool mint. You gain resistance to fire damage for 1 minute.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Okay. So, with that, there is a... Sorry. She stretched and then was like, and I'm going to fall over on this side now. Okay, fine. Someone brings out like a large triangle. Ding, 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 like a dinner bell. Go! And people run. There are 3 paths, and they look pretty much the same. So I need the group to roll me a d6, each of you.
I want to follow Jimmer.
Okay, he's going down the middle one. Are y'all gonna follow Ziesel?
Sarah got a 6 or a 5.
Yeah, Sarah got a 5. Hank got a 6.
Now you do have this choice. Ziesel is following his friend Jimmer. If you want to follow and stay together with Ziesel, we can
Yeah.
force the roll.
I'll try to. I will. If he's trying to go for a specific door, I guess I'll go with.
All right. So as you guys go down these paths, you do notice that. So it's kind of foresty and woody. And then it opens up into this clearing with what looks to be just a square building. And then there's openings on the other side of the clearing where it looks like the other paths might have come out. But the path you took was a little bit shorter than the rest. So you all rush towards the door of this building. So how this is going to work is you enter into this building. And this first room is kind of like an entryway. And you look and there is this spinning, rotating mechanism with gears that is moving this large, almost bowl-like contraption. And it looks like you have to jump into this. And then as it spins you around, there are 3 chutes that like slides that you're going to tumble down into. And it's very random. You can't really control which one you go down. You do know that you can see that the gears are what's controlling the bowl. And so, like, if someone were strong enough, they could probably hold the gears for a moment and pause the rotation if anyone wanted to choose which slide to go down, or if anyone of you wanted to try to stay together. But it's going to be very much just jump into this and see which chute you go down.
I mean, if me and Hank hang
Well,
on to
do we
each
just
other,
try and jump it?
the others are pretty small, and Sarah can fly.
Sarah can fly.
Hey, Jimmer, you should hold the gears so that the rest of your group can choose where they go.
I work solo, man, as he jumps. Woo! Ow, my keister! First step's a doozy, woo! And he shoots down into a chute.
Oh, I tried.
Time's a ticking. People are jumping.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm
Are
gonna
you
sit
gonna-
on the edge, and I'm gonna kind of gesture to everybody. I'm gonna be like, who wants a shell ride?
That sounds great.
I was about to say it might want to be like Ziesel, because Sarah can
Oh.
fly, but Hank is also really big.
With my climbing, could I
It's a shell.
can
Just
I
sit on it.
actually hold on to the bowl?
Oh. Give me a acrobatics.
That's a 16.
Okay. It's a little bit tough, but you are able to kind of stick yourself to it. It is made of smooth stone.
Whale by me? Are we going?
Yep, they can follow. And if you want to ride the shell, I'm literally just gonna tuck all up inside, and you're basically gonna use me as a like boogie.
Oh, nice. Okay.
All
So-
right. Hank's gonna go for it.
Hank's gonna jump on your shell. Sarah's small. You can basically get on Hank's shoulder if you want. Ziesel, if you want to try to stick to the bowl and do it that way, that's fine.
I'm gonna stick
or
to
you
the
can-
bowl and follow.
Okay. So, Bame, roll me a. Sorry.
Do you want me to roll, or do you want Hank to roll? Because I'm gonna tip over backwards and pull my arms, head, and legs out.
Yeah, but you're the one on the bottom. So roll a
Sure.
d6.
But can he steer?
is what she.
If you want, if you want, Hank, if you want to try to steer, you can give me a strength check to see if you're able to actually kind of move your weight around to move her.
So just straight strength.
It can be athletics.
Okie dokie. Memento. About the same. Hey, dirty 20.
Okay. So yes, so Hank, you can roll the d6. Now, again, you can kind of steer, but like you don't know what is down each of these chutes anyway. So I don't know if you're aiming for a certain one or just aiming to not knock against the wall and hurt people. So yeah, roll me a d6.
5.
Awesome. 2, 3. Okay. Okay, so you find yourself heading towards the middle chute. And it's like this almost tube-like stone tunnel that you just shoot down because the turtle shell is very slick against this smooth stone. You tumble into a room of what appears to be full of mirrors. It's clearly a type of mirror maze that you are going to have to try to navigate through this maze using perception. You can either trust just one person, or we can make a group average perception check. It's up to you.
When we land, what's the landing?
The landing is kind of just like a thud. You twirl out into the room a little bit. You bounce a bit, but
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, did I break a mirror?
No. There's a little bit of a little, now you're in the room and then the maze starts.
I think we should all tie each other to tie her up to each other, so we don't get separated in the maze.
Agreed.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds fine. Also, though, can Sarah just see where the exit is?
The mirrors go all the way from floor to ceiling.
Oh, foil!
I was about to say there would probably be some type of spell or something to stop me from flying over. If they were smart, then they would do that.
Okay, so you're going to take time to tie rope.
I don't know about tie. We could just hold on to it. We could also just hold on to each other.
Yeah, we could either hold on to the rope or hold on to each other real good.
As you guys are discussing this, you see a couple people slide down into the room with you and start kind of like working their way through the mirrors. You hear kind of like a dear, and then this kind of like bright little flash in the middle of the room, and then it dims again.
Okay.
Well, that didn't seem promising.
No, it didn't. And I'm going to put my hand on the... it shouldn't matter which wall if it's the kind of maze that you can do this with. And I'm just going to put my right hand on the wall and start following. As quickly as I can so that we can, not take a bunch of time getting it.
So maybe a group average perception then?
Yeah. Also, Bame, give me an Arcana check. Or actually, anyone who's proficient in Arcana as well.
Yeah, I am not proficient in Arcana, but I just rolled a nat 20.
Like a 9.
Nat 20! Okay. Bame, you go to put your hand out to like you do with mazes. There are all mirrors. It's not like a wall. It's actually a mirror that you're about to touch. And as you go to touch it, you're like, oh, wait, that looks weird. The reflection's a little bit warbly. And it looks like if you were to put your hand through it, then it you would go through it. Like it almost looks like it's like a portal.
I will relay that to the rest of my group and be like, do we...
As you discover this, you hear, shit! and then another little flash of light off into the left side of the room.
Do it.
Let's not go through.
I try to walk through the wall.
Wait, the wall? What do you mean?
Well, she said it was a portal.
Yeah, all the mirrors in this mirror room are portals. They're teleporters.
I just said I don't think we should teleport. I think we should try to just follow the thing. Don't put the hand against the wall, but follow the whole how to get out of a maze thing and do that without touching the wall.
Oh.
Yeah, basically from the flashes of lights and this is being a maze that you have to get through. If you go through one of these teleporting mirrors, you'll be teleported to the lazier room. You don't want to go through a mirror.
Oh, okay. Ooh, with that being said, as we start to go, what I want to do is every time we turn, I'm going to get one of my oil flasks and spread oil on the floor behind us.
Okay,
Oh my god.
that works.
Zizel, what happens if we had to backtrack?
We'll do. That sounds like future Zezel's problem.
So marching order, it is kind of the space between these mirrors is like single file. So give me marching order.
Zezel's last.
Yes.
Do we want to put Sarah first, maybe? She is our reign.
Yeah. And, she's small enough she can, maneuver a little bit better.
All right, Sarah will be first.
Who's next?
I'll be next.
All right.
I'll be right after Bombe.
Hank and Zizel. All right, everyone, give me a perception check.
$15 for Zezel.
Say that again, Mommy.
Sarah got 13,
21.
and Hank got 15.
Nice. Okay, so there's one point where Sarah is like, "Oh, it's this way," and then she sees a reflection right in front of her, and she's like, "Oh, never mind, it's this way." But very slowly and meticulously, you guys are able to carefully make your way through this mirror maze. You hear, as you're reaching the other side of the room, some more people tumbling into the room, and then a squeak as someone's boot hits the oil and goes, "Wah!" Thump. Ah! And you see a flash of bright light behind you. All right.
I know this is a competition, but that was none too friendly, Zizel.
It wasn't against the rules.
Yeah, trust Zizel to do something that's technically not against the god. Opal is so cute.
Okay. Anyway, so on the other side of this room, there is a door. Door boss time.
Yeah, does the door look suspicious?
Looks like a normal door. You guys trust the door?
I think someone might want to check it out.
No,
Just in
we're
case.
gonna check for traps on the door.
I'll check for traps. 19.
All right. Untrapped, unlocked.
I open the door.
You confidently swing the door open. It leads into what looks to be a T intersection. There's an alcove at the apex of this intersection that has a potion of climbing. And then there is a door to the left and a door to the right.
I think that's going to be for Bombe or Hank.
For the climb.
Yep.
And this is clearly labeled, like the potion vial says potion of climbing on it. So you don't have to investigate it or anything. Unless you don't trust it. But there's no reason not to, unless you don't.
Okay, so there's a potion that says potion of climbing, and then there's a door on the left and a door on
Yes.
and the doors aren't labeled.
Nope.
Potion of climbing's in the center of the intersection.
Yeah, so it's at the top of the T.
And there's
So
only one.
picture a T. Door to the left, door to the right. Potion of climbing at the top.
And there's only one potion of climbing?
There's only one.
If we approach the potion of climbing, is there... Sorry, when you say a T, are we in the bottom leg of the T?
Yes.
Or... Okay, so we're walking towards the intersection.
Yes.
Bombay should have the potion of climbing because she's the heaviest. I think the three of us can get to the top and then pull Hank up. And then we go left.
Okay.
Why left?
Okay.
Because in the last room we went right.
Well, it's about as good as logic as it gets around here.
All right, left it be.
All right. So, this is a large, well-built room, and it appears quite fancy. The walls are painted and covered in golden designs that would suit the interior of a noble household, and it appears completely empty.
And that's if we open the left door?
Yeah.
Are we able to, when you open the door, does anything happen? Or are we able to, turn around and open the right?
You can turn around and, yeah, that's fine.
Alright, what's behind the right?
Okay, you peek down the right
let's go
one.
check it out.
That one is a small square room made of rock. It almost looks like a broom closet type size, just square.
And it's just the room? There's no,
Let me see. Yeah, and there is a door on the other side. But this one does look like it has a locking mechanism on it.
You guys are never gonna believe me, but we should go down the broom closet.
No, I believe you.
I have this gut feeling due to
Go
the
to the broom closet.
Yeah, I have a gut feeling because of the gnomes yesterday. We should go down the broom closet.
I don't even remember what they said.
Because of the gnomes yesterday? I'm not even gonna ask. And if I grab the potion...
What'd you do when I wasn't looking? You know what? We'll talk about that later.
That figure in the tavern was a broom wearing a cape, okay?
The one you bought a drink for?
We're not gonna discuss that.
Alright, so you guys go into the small room?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I guess I take the potion?
Okay. So you guys pile into this room, and as you all step in, the door behind you slams shut. And the room begins to fill with water from a pipe at the top. Out of the pipe comes a set
that can't be good.
of keys on a ring. There's 20 keys on them.
Okay, and is the lock already underwater?
Not yet. Yes, sir.
Do the keys have symbols on them?
Go ahead and make a either perception or investigation check. And then I need a group constitution check to see
8.
if you have enough time to look and try these keys before the room fills up with water.
With my what's it called? Thieves' tools. I want to not try to pick the lock, but like fill around inside the lock to get an idea of what the key should like look like.
Okay, you can roll an investigation.
So I'm gonna roll that con save, but I will also point out that Bame actually has the ability to hold her breath
Yeah.
underwater for quite some.
It's mostly time based.
That's a 20 investigation.
Okay. And then with your 8, Sarah, from before, you're
So
kind of
Sarah
looking at the
got a
keys, but
12,
you
Hank
can't
got a
really
13.
tell. Okay, so 12, 13. And what is Bame's?
20,
20?
22.
Okay, sorry, you cut off. Okay, so... Oh, okay, I see. So, Zizel, with your investigation and Bame's high constitution, you guys are able to determine the shape of what the key should be. So, it doesn't take you very long to actually find the right key that fits into this door. Very nice. Okay. So, you open the door, and as you turn the lock and the door opens, there's in the corners of each of these rooms, there's holes, and the water just starts getting sucked down into those holes to drain the room. As you exit this room, there's another T intersection. At the alcove at the top of this T is a potion that says Potion of Water Breathing. And then there's a door on the left and a door on the right.
I don't need that one.
That would have helped in the last room.
That seems a bit late. Yeah,
Totally would have
would've.
helped in the last room.
So left or right?
Hank
Is this
would
the
just
same
kind of go
like you
ahead
can
and
open the
hand
door?
the water breathing potion over to Sarah. And just be like, you might need this later.
Okay.
I chose a broom closet. Someone else gets to pick. Quick.
What's behind the doors if we or can we do that?
So if you look to the left, you kind of peek through the door. It looks to be like a corridor that just kind of like continues and then drops off for a moment. Like you can't really tell what's above, beyond that.
Oh,
And then
okay.
the one to the right is a T-shaped room with 2 doors and the word overthinking written on the wall between them.
Oh no. I say as I look at that one. Hank, what do you think?
Should
I
we
kinda
go
like
down the one that just
drop-off.
goes straight? Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Maybe go to the
Yeah,
drop
or
off.
do
I
you
mean, we have a potion of climbing.
Yeah, but I don't know, also it seems like they kind of made the challenges out to be not just to be more puzzles, so maybe the overthink. Nope, we're overthinking it, and I turn towards the drop.
All
All right, let's get it going.
So, as you get to the end of this corridor, it drops off into a shallow pool of water. The width of the passageway, about 5 feet. Give me, if anyone is proficient in investigation or arcana, please roll one of those.
That's a 20 investigation.
Okay. Zizel, you see that there are magical sigils.
23 Arcana.
Nice. So investigation, Zizel, you see sigils, and with the 2 of you with the magic, you can be like, oh yeah, those are magical. They're written on the wall, a little ways above the water line.
Was it just me, or did you cut out after waterline?
That was the end of my sentence.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Are they? Can they tell what they say?
With your high arcana, you actually, these are teleportation sigils that look like they're right above the waterline, and they don't look activated yet.
Real. I don't like that now, because what if only one person can go through or something?
Let's all hold on to each other and pick that one.
Yeah, but like, if there's only one potion of water breathing, I don't think anybody else can hold their breath as long as I can.
So
one of you can take it.
I don't know if I'm describing this. It's like, I mean, it's a pool of water, but it's not gonna fill up. Like, you can go underwater if you want to, but it's basically like you need to swim across the pool about 50 feet to get to the other side.
Right, but
and then climb out.
I'm what I was specifically worried about is that the teleportation sigils would activate by somebody getting across or through or whatever.
Okay, gotcha.
So I don't have a problem going and checking it out, but I also don't want to leave my friends behind if that then activates and now they can't get across. Now we're overthinking it. Hank, I don't know what to do.
Can I climb?
Well, should we just go for it? Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
That's a bad thing.
Just do it. Instead of climbing down or getting into the water, I'm going to climb across the wall around it and never actually get in the water.
Okay. With your skills of climbing, you're easily able to do that.
Looks safe to me.
Sarah can fly across.
Sarah will fly over and join him.
Okay.
All right.
Well, guess we're heading that way.
Yeah. Crap. I'm just gonna have to jump in.
Okay. Do you jump in and try it first? Are you jumping together? How are you?
I mean, we probably should jump together.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and jump together.
Wait. Do you want to take that potion of water breathing first?
Should be all right for now, but besides, I gave it to Sarah anyways.
Yeah, who can fly back and hand it to you?
I'm gonna give you, so Ziesel and Hank, since you were looking at the sigil earlier, please give me a intelligence, or in Hank's you can do another arcana.
That would be 18 for Arcana.
Okay.
I only rolled a 7 for intelligence.
Okay. So, Hank, the sigils are not activated and they're above the water line. They're sigils of teleportation. And it looks like if water touches them, they might go off. So take that with what you will.
How close are they to the wall?
So it looks like that once we jump into the water level might rise, touch the sigils, and then activate whatever teleports. Now I'm starting to overthink it because the fellers who touched the glass and teleported in and teleport them in the good place. They teleported to the loser circle.
Is there any other exit to the room?
On the side that you're at.
How far would the water have to rise?
That's a good question. Since Hank has figured that part out, you can go ahead and look at them more if you want to, like, spend some time, like, gauging the distance and looking at these symbols and stuff. So you can give me another...
I mean, how big is the pool, and how close are they to the current?
It's about 50 feet across.
Would a 14 tell me if they went one at a time, would it raise the water enough to activate the sigils?
What was the number?
A 14 investigation.
You're not exactly sure, but, like, that could be a working theory. But it does look like, you know, water displacement happens when people enter a pool, so it would definitely raise water as people get in. You're just not sure how many.
You guys might be okay one at a time. Bame, you could use your potion of climbing and not get in the water at all.
And I'm bigger, so
I got this. I got this figured out. Let's zipline it. I'll hold this end, and you can fly the end of the rope up to Bame. Hank can slide across, and then Bame wall climbs over to us. No one touches the water and gets wet.
all right. Except somebody has to, like, I don't know that somebody holding on your end is going to be enough. Is there anything to tie it to over there?
Yeah, because are you talking about Bame doing the zip line?
No, Hank would do the zip
Hank
line.
would do the zip line. Because I'm like,
And me-
Bame, you're like 400 pounds.
Yeah, I am. My shell is not like.
You said there was an exit, so is it a door?
Yeah, there's a door behind you.
Can I tie it around the door handle?
Sure.
All right. I can tie it on the door handle.
What's the handle made of?
It's just
Steel.
a regular, yeah.
How about we tie it to Bame when she gets up here, and then Hank can crawl on over?
Because there's nothing to tie it to up there. Oh, but we could tie it to the handle up there? And then Bame...
How much rope do we got?
50 feet. Well, I mean, I have 50 feet. We might have to do more than one. I don't know. I don't love this plan. Okay, question. Sorry, my character would know this, but I do not. How do potions of climbing work?
Potion of climbing. You gain a climbing speed equal to your walking speed for an hour.
Never mind, that's not helpful.
You have
I can't walk.
advantage on athletics checks.
Yeah, but I can't wall climb, so that's still not you.
Yep.
Okay. F.
And just so y'all know, it's been about 10 minutes in this room.
So other people are starting to come in after us, probably. Do I have any?
Surprisingly, no one's come into this room yet.
If you guys don't make a decision, I'm going through the door.
Hey, I have a climbing kit. I literally have it listed. It's on my thing. I have a climbing kit listed on my thing.
Okay.
So Sarah, come get one of these pegs, and you put it on your end. I'm gonna pound the other one in on my end, and we're gonna set up the zip line like.
There you go.
Okay, I will flutter on down then.
All right. So you use your climbing kit to attach the rope to each side, and so you can zip line.
Mhm.
Awesome. What are you?
Make sure
using
you
to
pound
zip
that
line
in
across?
very good.
What was your question?
What are you using as your handle to zip line?
The attachment for the climbing gear,
Okay.
the carabiner.
Love it. Okay. Cool. We got a zip line going. Zip line. And then, what's Hank doing?
Hank is just waiting for us to kind of come up with some kind of a solution and then just go for it.
I mean, once it's installed, Hank should probably go first because he's lighter anyway, and then make sure the one on the other end is.
That's
really,
right. You can
like,
both zip line.
Mhm.
Okay. Zoom, zoom. You both get across. No one touched the water. Nice.
Are we able to
and-
get my? We probably can't get my pegs back, but can we get my rope back? Have Sarah grab the.
Well, Sarah can fly. I don't know how hard it is to pull the pegs out if you put them in pretty deep.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like the pegs are. I've probably lost the pegs, but like, I'd like the.
Okay, yeah, you can get the rope back. Okay, so
Okay, Sarah will get the rope back.
on the other side of this room, there is an alcove that has a potion of greater healing.
What the? This is. Okay.
I think these might be not necessarily to use, but at this point it seems like they might be rewards for making it this far.
Oh, like consolation prizes, kind of. If you don't make it.
Sounds good to me.
All right. So this room just kind of goes into the next passage, into the next room. Yeah.
I'll throw the potion of greater healing in my bag.
Okay. Sorry. So now you are going to this room. All right. So the next room, is totally dark. And I don't think this group has dark vision, right?
Nope.
Cool.
But
No.
I've got a tinderbox and a torch.
The room is painted in fluorescent colors. So as you light your torch, the door is colored in a pattern of red, green, yellow, green, red, blue, green, blue. In the middle of the room is a set of 4 buttons, one each of red, green, yellow, and blue. The buttons must be pressed in some sort of way. There's
Okay.
a sign next to the buttons. Let's see. Like the buttons are kind of like on this like pedestal type thing, and there's a sign that says order, order, which order? Mind the gap.
Okay, and what does the? It says mind the gap. What the heck? Okay, what does the door have on it? It's yellow.
Alright, so the door is colored in a pattern of red, green, yellow, green, red, blue, green, blue. I'll go ahead and give that to you because you would be looking at it. So you would know the pattern.
I may not even have written that down right, so yes, please still give it.
Here, hold the torch, and then I'll push the buttons in this order. That way, if we lose, at least I lose. It seems like people are going to the loser circle one at a time, not as groups. This is an individual race.
That's a good one.
That's my hope. You said that.
What's the sign say?
The sign? Order, order. Which order? Mind the gap.
I don't know what gap it's talking about.
Is there a gap in the pattern? Like it's red, green, yellow, green, and then would it be red, blue, green, blue?
Yeah, it's actually, is the door all like solidly, or is part of it not painted, or?
It is like a checkerboard pattern where it's like boxes.
Okay, so if it's boxes, then is it red? Like, how many boxes per horizontal?
Can I get a hint with a 23 investigation?
There's so a group of 8, right? So the top
Okay, so
line,
it's 2.
yeah, says red,
So red,
green,
green.
yellow, green, and then red, blue, green, blue.
And it was red, green, yellow, and blue buttons, right?
Mm-hmm.
How close together are the buttons?
They are about 5 feet apart.
Find the gap. Okay. Wonder if it's kind of in a red, green pause, yellow, green pause, red, blue pause, green, blue pause, or if you have to actually hit like red and green at the same time and then yellow and green at the same time.
All right. I really don't know, but it seems like as this is a race, we can't really sit on a decision.
Yep. Well, I guess push the red and green, and we will see what happens.
Do you push them at the same time? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. So you push both buttons at the same time, and you hear this as like part of the floor starts to separate from the wall. There's now about a 3-foot gap between the platform you're standing on and the exit door.
Push fast. And I'm going to help him push yellow, then green, and then red, then blue, and then...
Okay. So you just put them in, you just push each one in order?
Yeah.
Cool. Are you both doing it? Are you reading off the numbers? How are you doing it?
We're... So he pushes red, I push green, he pushes yellow, I push green.
I understand. Okay, cool. Go ahead and both of you roll me a dexterity check. See how quickly you can do it.
27.
Nice. So as you guys push each one, the floor kind of goes a little bit more and a little bit more, but the quicker you do it, it seems like it's, just slowly moving. So as you hit that last one, you hear a very loud unlocking sound on the door that's across the small gap, which is now about 5 feet.
And now we got...
Well, there's that gap it was talking about.
All right. So, after the door unlocks, in this next alcove, you find a bead of force.
A bead of force?
Yeah, kind of like your necklace of fire beads or whatever. It's like a bead that does the force spell. All right, and then this passageway leads into the next room. Seems like it's kind of like now one, path.
Yeah, that makes sense. When we, did you just, 5 feet, is that something we can just jump?
Yes.
I'll throw the bead of force in my bag.
Okay.
All right.
Alright.
What's this?
The next room is a small room that contains a door on the other side, a table with several chairs around it, a shelf full of bottles, which are clearly spirits, and a person sitting on a chair. As you walk in, he goes, "Yo, I'm Jalik, one of Igor's friends. Hey, I know the password, which will open the door. I'll give it to you if you beat me in an arm wrestling contest or a drinking contest."
All right,
What
who's
kind
the
of-
strongest one here?
I can't.
What kind of person is? Like, what kind of?
What?
What kind of creature is?
He appears human.
Hank, have you and I arm wrestled before?
I don't think so.
All right, sir, give us just a sec, and I'm gonna sit down across the table from Hank, and I'm gonna arm wrestle Hank real quick, and then the winner's gonna arm wrestle Jake.
All right. He's gonna be like, "Hey, all right, I like this."
Seems fair enough.
So you guys roll contested athletics.
Athletics, you said?
Yes.
Not just pure strength? I mean, I'm not complaining because I owe you absolute.
Shit, I got a nat 20.
Oh, this is bad. I should never have
Dang it.
suggested this.
I wish I was Emmerich right now. I really wish I was Emmerich. He has
Wait,
like a
okay, no,
12
I got a
modifier
question.
for
I have a
athletics.
question. So I sit down. He rolls a nat 20. I just rolled an 18. Is it one of those like I was like starting to count down and he just slams my hand over and I wasn't really.
Well, you guys are so close. I almost feel like it's just one of those slow, like you're both just upright, just fighting it, and he very slowly works you down. Although that's a nat 20, so nat 20s are more powerful.
I mean, it's up to you. He did technically beat me. I'm gonna be like.
I feel like he's like messing with you, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
If I say best 2 out of 3, what is Hank?
I think we'll go with
I don't
the best
think-
2 out of 3.
I don't think
because
that should work
that's a
because
hardcore
you guys are going to tire yourselves out, and you don't want to do that.
Jay, like, do we have to beat you on the first go, or can we just keep trying?
Alright, well, them's rules are, if we do arm wrestling, it's best 2 out of 3. If we do drinking, gotta last about 4 drinks with me without tossing your cookies.
I can do that.
And as he's standing there kind of leaning against a shelf, he's just kind of like sipping what looks to be like an ale.
Okay.
Whatever you guys want. It's not my
I'm gonna look at
time
my
on the
companion.
clock.
All right, what do we? Wait, Sorry, DM. I've watched Ziesel drink in the past. Ziesel actually is a heavy drinker, right?
No, I'm just full of shit.
Oh, you're full of shit. Okay, never. My full of shit meter's going.
Who's feeling strong? Who's feeling that they can handle their liquor?
I feel like I could handle my liquor though.
No, I don't think you. I think I want to arm wrestle the dude, but technically Hank would arm wrestle the dude, which I don't know if that's gonna work. Does it have to be the same person arm wrestling you each time, or is it best 2 out of 3 against different people?
No, we're gonna do same 2 out of 3. Same person. 2 out of 3. Yeah.
I look over at Hank and I'm like, all right, well, technically you
Nice
won. You want to
try.
do it, or you want me?
Tis what she
You know, I
proclaimed.
think that was kind of a fluke. I think that was kind of a fluke on my part. And I honestly think he was much stronger than me, so I'd feel more confident if you's the one to arm wrestle him. Besides, I think you might have kinked my shoulder a little bit, so probably best you
Does
do
he
it.
start exaggeratingly rolling his shoulder back, like?
Yep, I picture that.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly. I'm actually doing it right now on the other side of my
I
computer
heard
as I'm
that.
saying this.
I heard you doing that.
I started doing it too. I'm okay, so I'm literally gonna look at him and be like, all right, well, winner's choice, I guess, and then I'll like set myself back up like I'm.
All right. Jalek will toss the rest of his drink down his gullet and then sit down and kind of roll his shoulders a bit, crack his knuckles, get into the stance, and we'll do it. So, athletics. Here we go.
All right. Okay, that's a 19.
All right. So he rolled a 16 that time. So, one
Still
to
pretty
you.
close though, so that's not an easy go.
All right. So yeah, it's kind of a little bit of a challenge, but you work him down. He was like, all right. You seem like you're capable. Let's try it again. I'll kind of stretch his arm out, shake it out a bit. Here we go. How'd you get that time?
Oh no, that's a 17.
20.
Oh,
So this time he slowly works you down. It's like, oh, we were pretty easily matched there. Whew. All right, last one. We're 1-1. This one wins it. What's it gonna be? He's kind of like massaging his muscle a little bit. All right, let's do this. Here we go.
Okay.
And whoops, and go.
26.
Did you say 26?
26! I've been rolling really low. I have a +9 to
Holy
my athletics.
shit! I was worried because I rolled a 23, and I was like, oh fuck. But damn, 26! Okay, cool. So yeah, you're like, oh, he's going down. And so you're just like, but he did roll a 23, so it's still kind of tough. But he's like, oh, I should not have swigged that ale right before this. And you're just like, bam. All right. Good go. You know, we'll blame the people who came through here before that. My arm's a little tired already, so, all right. Well,
Wait, can I roll an insight check to see if he's lying if people have been through here already?
yeah, you can roll insight.
I'm not going to do anything with it. I just want to know. That's a 21.
It seems like people have been through this room.
Ah, fuck me.
Okay, so he'll kind of lean over and be like, all right, what you do is you look at the keyhole of the door and you whisper into the hole and you say, open sesame.
I'm gonna walk over and I'm going to try to open the door.
It opens.
Me.
I'm sorry, I'm dying. He'll
Good
just kind of
play,
look at you
sir.
and be like, you're the first one to do that.
I'm gonna walk
gonna
back to the bar. I'm gonna grab a bottle. Thank you, and walk up.
He'll just be like, cheers, mate.
I'm gonna look over at him and I'll be like, yeah, well played indeed. Nice games though. Give him a handshake before I walk.
Nice. Whew. All right. On an alcove in this corridor, you find a spell scroll. I will have to look at that. It just says high level spell scroll. Spell scroll, high level.
I hand that to Hank because I can't do shit with it anyway.
Okay.
All right, and Hank will just put it in one of his pockets.
Okay, let me see.
Hank has pockets?
Okay, question on humans.
He does wear a big ass overcoat.
Oh my god. Let's see. Okay, question for humans. People who work and stuff tomorrow. How late can we go tonight, basically?
Oh, right, because you're on summer.
I got to be up fairly early. I'm like I say I'm working 10s, but in reality they're more like 11 and 12s.
Okay.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time I've gone to work on just a couple hours of sleep, but
Yeah, we should take
That-
care of your meat suit, though.
Yeah, we should.
That's a mood. So
Well, let's do the next room. We're getting towards the end, but I know, we've got the wrap up and stuff too, so like that always takes a while. So let's go and do the next one and then call it. Okay. So you open this room, and this one is by far the largest room in the dungeon that you've seen so far. It's a massive dome carved out of the rock of the mountain that this is in. It's at least 80 feet in diameter. And at the far end stands this massive, magnificent door. And it looks to be like, this is like a really important, like, ooh, look at this door. And like, this is the huge room of things. I don't know. It looks very impressive.
Yes, and Bame immediately distrust.
The walls are still rough stone, but the floor is flattened and polished to a glimmering sheen. There are 5 massive murals of dragons carved into the floor. And on the back wall, there are 5 large vessels in 5 different colors. And the water inside each of the vessel have been dyed the same color as the vase. What?
that doesn't look like the last dragon I pet.
Oh, I see. Okay. Sorry. And like, what are you talking about? Yeah,
You're
so
like, I don't understand my own notes.
what are these things? Okay. Anyway, so there are 5 large, like, I don't know, like vases almost, and they're glass vases. They're full of water, and each of the vases' water is colored a different color.
Okay, and there's 5 dragon murals on the ground.
And there's 5 dragons carved into the floor. Yeah.
All right, so if there's like a red dragon and a red vase, can I like drip a little water from the red vase on the red dragon and see if anything happens?
Okay, sorry. I'm like, how would you know which one's which? Okay. So you need to give me a history or religion check to determine if you know which dragon should be which color.
Oh, are the dragons not colored in?
Correct.
Okay,
I
I understand.
so we have to give a history or a religion.
Yes. To know which water goes into which one.
I mean, my history, I just rolled a 13, so I probably don't have a...
Hank got a 17.
Same with Ziesel.
Sarah got a 9.
Cool.
Sarah and,
then-
I like just look at each other and we're like, pretty drawing.
Yeah, I mean, you're like, oh, like you get the gist of this is what I'm supposed to do. I just don't know which one's which.
We haven't run across any dragons as a group, right?
No.
Correct.
Don't think
Except
so.
the black.
So as you're sitting here pondering, because you're not exactly sure, like you're able to guess if you want, or see, I don't know. How are you gonna figure that out? It's pretty hard to check.
What do the vases look like?
They're
Are they just plain vases?
plain, cylindrical glass things full of water.
I rolled a 21 investigation. Is there any defining things on the dragons? Like, is there a dragon spewing fire or a dragon looking like he's spitting lightning and stuff like that?
Oh, okay. That's good. Let's see. You can tell that the carvings, obviously the dragons look different. And yeah, with that, I'll give you, there is one that definitely looks like it is firing something out of its mouth. Most of the time that's fire. There's another one that looks like it's the carving of the dragon, but there's also lines carved inside. Like it looks like there's, lines going throughout the dragon.
Oh, like so maybe that's lightning.
And those are kind of the two that really stand out.
mean,
There's
we could
one
start.
that looks just pristine, like it's literally just a carving of a dragon, nothing. It's like a flawless, smooth carving. There's nothing coming out of it. There's nothing on it. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, we could start by pouring a little bit of the red one.
Yep. We're gonna do the red on the red one.
Okay. So the red on the one that looks like it's like shooting fire.
Yeah.
Alright.
And then I want to put blue on the one that looks like it's got electricity.
Okay. So you pour those two, and as the liquid fills the dragon, you hear this kind of like deep clank as it settles, and it looks like it has accepted it.
Now we just gotta find a way to identify the other tree.
As you guys are pondering this, you hear from the door, the entrance to this room, some like hearty laughing, and like the sound of like drinks clicking.
Okay, so we've got red and blue, right?
With that being said, while they are doing that, I am going to go and put a piton and pound it in the this side of the door so that the next group has a little bit of a hard time opening the door.
Oh. Okay.
I was gonna say use the beat of force, but no, that's a better plan.
But
Nice.
all right, I'm gonna buy us a little bit of time, guys. Make a decision.
All right, so we did red and blue. What are the other colors again, please? Green.
Green, yellow, white.
Okay. All right. If I roll an investigation check, you said one of the dragons has nothing in it, and then what were the other two?
The other
hang on,
two
here
weren't
is-
determined.
Oh no, that is an awful investigation.
Would the pristine one be the white one?
That's what I'm wondering. I mean, okay, if I grab the white water and I start to pour it into that area, what happens? Like, if I don't pour it all at once, but just put a little bit.
If you just put a little bit in, not enough to fill the entire thing, it doesn't seem to, like, nothing happens.
Okay. Shit. I mean, if I get this wrong, it's...
Maybe the yellow one then? Like a gold dragon?
That would make sense.
You hear, "Hey, this door is stuck. Thought you said the password was open sesame."
I pour the rest of the white into the one I'm in front.
Okay. You were saying that was the pristine one?
The pristine one, yeah.
Alright. As the water fills up that dragon, you hear a loud clank as it accepts. There's
Okay, that was
another
right. So we just have
bolt.
yellow and green left.
Yo, open. I don't know. I didn't do anything to
where
the
the
door.
last... Shit. The last two dragons that we're staring at. What's the difference between them? Any differences?
You can investigate them.
Not me. Somebody else, because I just did...
All right. Hank will at least try. Investigate. Oh, no.
I'm gonna
17.
They look very similar. Like, you can see, like, the scales on each one, and you can see that, like, kind of knowing it, picturing the coloring of dragons, like, green and yellow are very similar. It just happens that the gold dragon would shine because it's golden, and the green one would kind of be an emerald poisony color, but carving-wise, they look almost identical.
I'm gonna pick up the green one, walk over, choose the one on the left and dump it.
Okay.
Hank will grab the yellow one and pour it in the opposite.
You said left?
Yeah,
Okay.
I made a decision.
With that, the door that you had done shut bursts open, and this figure kind of falls into the room as you hear the clank of the bolt of the door unlocking on the other side.
Run!
Ah, shit! There's more people here? Oh, well, at least they did that thing for me.
Can I
Ew,
knock
hold
over
on.
the... Wait. Hang on. The things we were pouring into, are they movable?
Yeah.
Yeah, can I knock one over? Is it...
Yeah.
Might lock the door again, though. Fuck.
Well, you can tell that basically you poured like all of the liquid into the dragons is what it took. So you're actually like the first ones in this room. / probably the first ones to get it right.
Alright, so... Hey guys! Mirror room! And as everybody runs past me, I'm going to pull the trick from the mirror room.
Do the what?
I'm going to pull out a vial and dump more oil all over the floor.
Oh. Okay. Nice. Oily floor.
Okay.
Okay. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Okay. So I'll describe this one and then we'll call it. So in the next room, there is like a corridor, and as you go down it, there's a short drop down into the next room. So like you walk down this hallway, and then there's like a ledge that drops down into the next room. And then, so as soon as you drop down into this room and you like turn back around, you can see that there's an illusion like on this opposite side, which means that the archway can't be seen from inside of the room. So, like, basically once you're in this room, you can't see how to get back out from the way you came.
Okay, so we walk through, turn around, and it kind of looks like a blank wall behind.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay, I'm gonna. We can deal with it next time then.
Yeah.
I have an idea.
So as you ponder that, 5 dice appear on the ground in this like kind of bowl-shaped stone area, and they start to roll around and then stop
Oh, creep.
on some numbers. So we will look at that and figure that out next time.
And the big door we ran through, were we able to shut it behind us or not?
Yes, you shut it behind you. There, cool. All right. So, cool. I feel like sometimes when I'm like, here, have some puzzles. You're like, but I want to smash things. Overthink. No, you guys are doing great. It's fun to watch you ponder things out. You're like, what can I do this?
I'm glad.
What about this?
I'm glad Ziesel guessed right, because I was real worried that we were about to like forfeit. Right.
That was so like, yeah.
I know, right? But it was do or die.
It was like, this is on the left, and then like he said left, so I'll just give it to him. But
What's
you know,
the worst that happened? We failed. Oops. Well, it was a challenge, and we don't have to win everything.
it's true.
That's very true.
It's true. Cool. Good job. All right. So I don't know. I know I awarded. Was it Ziesel got an inspiration for doing something awesome. Who else do you think needs an inspiration for next session?
You already have one, don't you, Misty?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I do. I forgot about that.
Okay, never mind. We
I
can't
never
give you
wrote
another
it
one.
down. I
Way
should have
to be
another
that kid
one.
in class.
I should have another
Hey.
one.
No.
I can
You
stack
don't get
them,
another
right?
one. You only get the one. No, you can't stack them. However,
Aw.
I did happen to find your
I'm thinking
depiction
Bombe.
of
I
Granny.
think Bummy too.
Yeah, Granny was hilarious.
I
I don't know where
can't have
that
it.
came from.
You can't have it?
No, I have.
Oh, nice.
Sounds like Hank gets
Uh,
it for babysitting.
For babysitting, yeah.
Well, actually, I also was gonna say maybe Sarah because she had that whole like interaction with the shopkeep and was telling me that I had a boyfriend. That was awful.
That was pretty fun.
That was funny.
And then he was totally trying to flirt with you with the meat pies, and it just went over your head.
Oh my god, it so did because I literally just realized that this guy was like, "Hey, you want some of my meat?"
That was a happy
Say it, that was
coincidence. 'Cause
hilarious.
I know, right?
Misty M didn't even know.
Oh, okay, because I literally just
Oh,
made that
dude.
connection.
We were laughing on the side. We were laughing ourselves sick over here when you said that.
Oh my gosh! That was just me being me, like not even realizing what I was saying. Oh, that's too funny. Oh man. Just in time, Opal. Way to wake up. Oh man. Alright, well cool. Our next session is in July. I think I'm gonna need to do the 3rd week again. I don't know if you guys are good with that, but I have it down as the 18th. So yeah, our next session will be July 18th, and we'll finish these puzzles and see what if you do win, I mean, I don't know, you're doing it actually really well. like Azizel said, you don't have to win. There are plenty of times when you could have not. But we'll see if you win and then what you get for it. So cool. I will go ahead.
Can we
and
find out
go.
what the thing was, even if we don't win it?
As the crowd goes, yay.
Yay! Exactly. Well, chat,
Also,
thank you.
is there-
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, is there going to be a montage of like some of the adventurers that are like being carried out on stretchers or something?
Because
they
there
did
is
stupid
now. Right. Yeah. Well, and some of them lost right away, like in the mirrors. Like, dang it.
Right. So they're probably just been sitting outside the whole time, glumly, like.
Damn it. No, the loser
that
room has
wasn't
one of
fair.
those screens
How
where they
could-
can like watch you, you know, and drink and be like,
Ugh.
let's do bets. Which one's gonna make it? I think the turtle's gonna eat the salamar. She looks hungry.
That wasn't fair. How can they slick the floor like that? Seriously.
Sheets. Exactly. Well, thank you so much for playing, you guys. And Chad, thank you so much. And Stans, thank you for that raid. And all of you that are hanging out in here and supporting us and watching our shenanigans. I appreciate the heck out of all of you. And like I said, our next session will be July 18th. Thank you for that shout out, Everin. And then what else am I doing? On Thursday, I will be back with some Kina. And we will name some more rots and their hats. And we'll have lots of fun. So yeah. Everyone have a fantastic night. See you next time.